Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear. Welcome to Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. This is a live news show for movie fans where we talk about all the trending movie news and entertainment headlines of the day. And we'll be talking about Gerard Butler. Has a good success with the trailer, and the movie trailer got pushed, or the movie release date got pushed a little bit. Zoe Saldana talks about her career. Ang Lee's going to be directing a Bruce Lee biopic. The Willow Series drops, and was it well received? Well, we'll talk about it. But we start off today's show by talking about that Cocaine Bear trailer that dropped yesterday. And we did a full live trailer reaction for this right before this show here on the pre-show. So, yeah, we watch trailer reactions during the pre-show because they get copyright claimed and blocked sometimes. And I just don't want that to ruin the entire show. But it's going to be directed by Elizabeth Banks, and it's definitely a black, dark comedy for sure. Drug-fueled mayhem and carnage. And it's curious, because when I was watching the trailer, I was kind of like, well, there was a horrific element to it for sure. Like a bear that takes cocaine and eventually the dosage kills him, right? Or it gets put down. I don't know how. It's inspired by true events. And when you watch the trailer, you see that it definitely is when it just launches itself there towards the end. This is the money shot that's supposed to sell everybody to get in there. But I was actually kind of shocked with the amount of profanity in this trailer. I guess they just want to make sure that they want to establish this is not for kids. This is not for the faint of heart either. I guess you are gonna see people get ripped apart here. Kerry Russell, I'm a big fan of hers. Yeah, you are going to see people get attacked here, get mauled to death. So if you're scared of getting attacked by a bear, I guess maybe it'll be scary in that sense. But there are things that happen in it where it's a little bit, not crass. But yeah, see, like that, they got the movement of it right and everything like that. That's cool. But there's a shot once that when the bear takes a bag of it, what did they call it? They call it a key, right? Was that O'Shea Jackson Jr.? Yeah, it is, right? He's going to be in this. We'll take a look at the IMDb here in just a moment, maybe. Yeah, when he takes it like this, and then he starts scooting across the ground, having fun with it. It's kind of like, yeah. They're trying to be funny with the bear, but it's actually not a really funny thing because this really happened. Is that the guy who played Han Solo? Alden Ehrenreich, is that who it is? Okay, so we have to take a look at the IMDb for this, but like the visual effects at it, like the bear actually looked pretty good in my opinions. I just don't know if the black comedy is going to hit the mark. I don't know, because it's I said this in my trailer reaction to it. It's kind of like Piranha 3D. Like if you saw those movies where it was kind of like, yeah, the fish that eat people, it's scary, but and this looks scary. They could, if they ramped it up and they took that angle, maybe it would work as a different movie. It would be a different movie, but there's a thin, very fine line, I would say, of it being like that and then turning into the complete B movie garbage schlock, which Piranha is actually a good case for that, because the first one, I think, danced that line fairly well. It was very entertaining. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was schlocky, but it was, it had its moments where Piranha 3 Double D crossed that line, and it just became just torturous to watch towards the end, right? It was just like, no, they took it too far. So that's the only danger that I would say in this, that perhaps maybe they have that possibility of taking it a little bit too far, but it has got an interesting cast. It's got Ray Liotta in it. And this has got to be like one of his final appearances, right? Like he plays one of the, I don't know if he's playing like one of the cartel guys or something like that. He doesn't look like he's in, yeah. Let's just take a look at what some people are saying in the comments. The bear is played by Andy Serkis. So as schlocky as it, yeah, and that's the kind of people you're going to get with this. It's like, they're not going to take it too seriously, right? It's funny, but the fact is that it's partially a true story freaks me the hell out. Yeah. I like that the bear continues to accelerate in the air when he jumps at the end. Ray Liotta ran gamut of these types of movies. Yes, he did. This may be one of the greatest trailers I've ever seen. So yeah, people aren't taking it very seriously. They're having fun with it, and that's okay. That's fine. I just hope that it hits its mark. That's all I want. Let me pull up the Cocaine Bear IMDb, because I, for some reason, didn't pull it up. We'll take a look at the cast. I just want to make sure if that was Alden Ehrenreich. It sort of looked like him. Elizabeth Banks. Ray Liotta. Kerry Russell. Yeah, Kerry Russell. Alden Ehrenreich. Yeah, it was him. Yeah, he hasn't really done much. If it wasn't Kathleen Kennedy trying to shove him down our throats, he would probably be doing much better. But for some reason, it was Kathleen Kennedy that really got on board with him being Han Solo. She wouldn't accept anybody else. It was like, well, this guy could be a little bit... It was like, nope, she doesn't want to even hear it. It was like, she got sold by this guy for some reason. Kind of to his detriment. But anyway, enough of that. Oh, Shea Jackson Jr., we just saw him in Obi-Wan series, so that's cool. He's going to be in this. Yeah. All right. February 24th, 2023 is when this comes out, guys. February 4th, 2023. The bear effects look good. So yeah, know that it's going to be that kind of fun, romp, dark comedy. The trailers did a good job of selling that and sold it to me. So I think I'll be on board for this because I do like, I liked her. She did Pitch Perfect 2 and Charlie's Angels, right? She says, all of my films so far mostly are about underdogs, and no matter who you are, if you meet a bear who is high on cocaine, you are the underdog in that situation, Banks said. And that presents an opportunity just for a lot of comedy and delight. So that's the angle she wants for this. I just hope it hits its mark, guys. All right. We're trying out a new segment this week called Trending Headlines, where we go on to Google and we'll take a look at whatever trending news headlines is out there in the entertainment realm. Now, we're not going to go... yesterday, we just started off on the main page, but we'll go straight to the entertainment trending stuff and see what resonates with us. Morgan Wallen, 2023 concert tour. Morgan Wallen. Okay, so that's a country star. I don't know anything about that because I don't listen to country music. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, Netflix. Docu-series released. Docu-series on Netflix. Now, I know that this is a little bit touchy for people. If you're not in the Commonwealth, guys, then this stuff doesn't really affect you. If you're in the United States, I got no problem with these two. I wish them all happiness. I do. But, there are some snobbish people out there that look down their nose at Meghan Markle, and it's kind of like, guys, we're past that time. Just let them be happy. That's the way I feel about it. Docu-series on Netflix, huh? Premiere in December. 6 episodes. Includes personal footage. Wow, I'm surprised that they allowed that. Well, she's got a podcast right now, too. Has anybody checked out her podcast? Megan's? Yeah, that's all I really wish for them. Just be happy. And I know that it comes with a burden because of his family lineage and stuff like that. So maybe they'll address that kind of stuff in this docu-series. It's nice to be able to trust someone with our story, a seasoned director whose work I've admired, even if it means it may not be the way we would have told it, the Archetypes host said. All right. Who's directing this? Megan briefly spoke. Okay. Who's directing this? Liz Garbus. Oscar-nominated Liz Garbus, who did Love, Marilyn, What Happened, Miss Simone, and Becoming Cousteau. Okay. So it's good director behind that. It'll be interesting to check that out. Enough. Moving on, James. Theater Aspen Holiday December Performance. Christmas Cabaret in Aspen. If you're in Aspen, check that out. George Thorogood and the Destroyers 2023 concert tour. So a lot of music today for some reason. George Thorogood and the Destroyers, if you're a fan of that. Another Megan headline there. Amy Robach. TJ Holmes, Good Morning America. I don't know why that's trending. GMAs. What's GMA? I don't know what the heck that is. GMA. Hopefully it's not too salacious. Good Morning America. See, I don't pay attention to the morning news shows in the States. So, shut down Instagrams and source notes, mutual affections, and romance rumors. Oh, so it's just a bunch of. So it's just like what happened with MSNBC, right? Where was it Joe and Mika? They were working together. They were both married to other people, and then they fell in love, and now they're married. There's that the kind of situation that's going on. I don't care about that kind of stuff, guys. As I said with the Meghan and other Meghan Markle, there, it's kind of like find happiness. Do it. Just try not to hurt people doing it, right? Partners that you're already with, just to be with somebody else, kind of thing. Which is not what's going on with Prince William. It's not that situation. What's next? More music headlines. The Charlatans. Never heard of them. More Sussex lines. Connecticut, Christmas, Santa Claus, winter, December. 25 things to do in Connecticut. Really, that's trending. Jesse James cheating in a relationship. But again, with the cheating stuff. Or like leaving relationships. Sandra Bullock's ex, Jesse James, is accused of cheating by pregnant wife. Why is that? Like, guys, just... Oh, for crying out loud, just mind your own business sometimes. And that's the way I feel about it. Okay, I think that's all for the trending headlines. Sam Bankman Fried. How the collapse of Sam Bankman Fried's crypto empire crumbled. Okay. Christine McVie, oh yeah, from Fleetwood Mac. She died yesterday, right? 79 years old, 2 million searches. Were you guys a fan of Fleetwood Mac? Tunisia versus France. Is that World Cup or is that, I don't know. Spotify Wrapped 2022. I got a weird text from Spotify, and I have an account with them, but I don't have the premium, so I'm just kind of like, I don't know what the heck is going on with that. Launches Wrapped 2022. Taylor Swift are the most streamed artists. Well, good. I've never sat down and listened to a Bad Bunny song all the way through. I never have. He's going to be El Muerto or whatever, right? And he was just in Bullet Train. Well, it's kudos for Taylor Swift. That's good news for us Swifties, right? Argentina. Messi in Argentina advances as Mexico is eliminated. Okay. Fox Nation is thriving where CNN Plus imploded. Fox. Oh, so that's their streaming services, right? They're trying to cross over. Just publish what you do on TV on YouTube, guys. You don't need to have separate entities. I don't know why they feel like that's an old school way of doing it, but like, okay, Fox is doing better a job at it than CNN Plus. Hakeem Jeffries. I guess they need that. I guess maybe they do because they want to do like podcasts and stuff like that. Hakeem Jeffries, representative, elected as leader of the House Democrats. So, oh yeah, because Nancy Pelosi stepped down. I don't know too much about the political stuff in the United States, so we'll move on from that. France, Biden welcomes Francis Macron to state dinner. Oh yeah, that was on CNN this morning too. I saw it, and as I said, I don't really pay attention to that stuff. Australia, U.S. Navy fast attack submarine arrives in Australia. Willow, that's something. Yeah, we'll be talking about Willow in our headlines. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to go through all the 20 headlines here. It's mostly stuff that doesn't really pertain to us. I'm going to try to go through that a little bit quicker as I try to tweak it and hone it in, guys. What do you guys think about some of those trending headlines out there? Some of them are big, and I think the Christine McVie, from Fleetwood Mac. I think that's the biggest one that's trending. Like over 2 million people are searching for that. Fleetwood Mac, iconic band, right? Very iconic, very classic. All right, I forgot to turn off my phone, so I'll do that right now because, hey, sometimes I forget to do things. Henry Cavill. Let's get back into the movie news and entertainment headlines here, guys. This is my bread and butter, right? Henry Cavill, Superman, joins the other DC heroes on DCU banner. Okay, so, well, that's good news. Well, we know that Henry Cavill is coming back as Superman. We're all waiting in anticipation for the announcement as to what the next project's going to be. I know a lot of people want Man of Steel 2, but I don't think it's going to be like that. Yeah, if you watch the channel, you see me ragging on about that. But let's take a look at this picture. Wonder Woman. Ooh, that's the Robert Pattinson Batman. That's not Batfleck. Of course, you got Black Adam in there, Aquaman, Jason Momoa, and then, yeah, you got Superman in there again. But that's very curious, isn't it? I would say almost shocking that it's they're using the Robert Pattinson Batman, the Matt Reeves Batman. Because I was under the impression that Batman is just going to take place in its own other universe. They're not using the Batfleck there, guys. What do you think about that? Should we read more into that? Because I thought the direction was that like Batfleck is going to be in Aquaman 2 with Momoa. And he's going to be in the Flash movie. So it's kind of, well, I don't know. Maybe they're just using popularity. That's kind of curious that they're using the Matt Reeves Batman in this lineup. Because this would be like these would be the four people in the Justice League, the four main people to go up against and fight Black Adam, right? Very curious poster. Should we be reading more into that? Why DC advertising with Cavill Superman is significant? Well, just that they're announcing that he's back and we're going to get more Superman. That's what we want. That's what's significant. When will they announce the next Superman appearance? Well, I'm guessing maybe they could have him as a cameo in Shazam. No, this looks like it's in the billboard on somewhere, or maybe it is a fan made poster. But I think this is an IMAX here, so I think this is in a theater somewhere. Although that looks like a garage in the background, so maybe it's like some kind of con. Oh, so maybe it is a mock-up. Well, I don't know. Looks kind of official. But anyway, we will be getting more Superman. And I think maybe the next time we may see a hint of him, maybe in Shazam, they could film like a post-credit scene directing it towards, or maybe Black Adam will be the post-credit scene in the new Shazam. Bifer the Hobbit says, hey, how's it going, man? We're talking about some movie news and trending movie news headlines today. And this week we are trying the show out. Normally we do the show at 12, but we're trying it out at 11, and I think I'm really enjoying it at 11 o'clock. If you want to follow me on all the other social media handles there, guys, you can check that out on the TikTok. Zoe Saldana is in the headlines. She's in the Hollywood Reporter, and I found this very fascinating. I wanted to talk about it. Zoe Saldana says she felt artistically stuck while working on film franchises for the past 10 years, because she's going to be in Avatar, The Way of Water for the next, well, if you hear James Cameron, he wants to make Avatar 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. So she's going to be locked into that for as how long that goes. And then, of course, she's got the Guardians of the Galaxy, the MCU stuff. So she said that she's feeling artistically stuck. Let's just take a look at her quote here. During a recent interview with Women's Wear Daily. Okay, she says she led to her feeling artistically stuck. Okay, let's just see what she said here. I felt for the last 10 years of my life, I've just been stuck. I felt stuck doing these franchises. I'm very grateful for the opportunities that they provided. Okay, so she's humble about it at least. She's not looking down her nose at it. From collaborating with amazing directors and getting to meet cast members that I consider friends and getting to play a role that fans, especially children, love. But it also meant that I felt artistically stuck in my craft and of not being able to expand or grow or challenge myself by playing different sorts of genres and different roles. Well, that's the thing that happens too, right? That we hear a lot of actors and actresses say that sometimes you get pigeonholed into something and you just can't break free of it. and it takes a little bit of time to get away from that. Now, she's tried to be in other stuff. Nobody saw Amsterdam. I did. I liked her in Amsterdam. Yeah. So she's got smaller roles like that, but people see her and, oh, she's got to be in an action role, or she's got to be Guardians of the Galaxy. She's got to be, Neytiri in Avatar? Yeah. But she is a good actress, and I can see where she's coming from. And that sucks. That sucks that you feel like you have to do that. My recommendations is always going to be the same. Your name is going to have clout. You're going to be able to get into other projects, find smaller projects to get into, and just work from there. Just do what you want to do. Find some stuff on the stage too. Yeah. But today, now that I'm 44, I've been able to have these opportunities, and I took control over my aging, and I took control over my voice and how I consider myself as a woman. And I'm so happy that I'm able to collaborate with filmmakers and producers and people in the industry that want that for women, and want women to be ageless and who don't fetishize women's youth. And it's so interesting. It's really interesting. Well, good. Yeah, she's taking control of that. Well, good for her. So she's got a handle on where she wants to go. And I just thought that was interesting today. And I found it inspirational, Well, we got Elizabeth Banks directing Cocaine Bear. We got her taking control of her career. Kudos. Thumbs up. Sounds like she's got a good head on her shoulders. For sure. What's next? Ang Lee. Yeah. That's what a lot of actors do. They vary the stage and screen performances. Yeah. Yeah, she's a good actress. Ang Lee is going to be directing a Bruce Lee pick. Okay. Ang Lee taps son, Mason Lee, to play martial arts legend Bruce Lee. Okay, well, my first question is, is this Mason Lee? Well, he's got the head profile for sure, right? I don't know about the eyes, though. Whatever. They'll make him look like him. At Sony's 3000 Pictures. So Ang Lee, of course, he's an Academy Award winner, right? And he also did that Hulk movie that nobody likes to talk about. But, okay. You guys want to see another Bruce Lee movie? I think most of us know how that story pretty much goes. I don't know how much more you could really go into it. There's Ang Lee. Other than maybe, like the last Dragon, what was that last Bruce Lee movie that I saw in the theater? Where he came, they dealt with him coming to North America and how like the older martial arts masters didn't want him teaching people. So like they went into that angle quite a bit with the last Bruce Lee movie that I saw in theaters. What was it called? Dragon, was it? No, it wasn't Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. I can't remember right now. It was one, I forgot. But anyway, yeah, they talked about that. And he fought other masters that were trying to stop him and stuff like that. And there was a really cool scene where they jumped off like a really tall balcony kind of thing inside of a warehouse. And it was like they both landed down. And it was like, that should have broke your ankle, but they just, because they tensed their leg muscles up or something like that, they just absorbed it. It was really kind of cool, actually. I wish I could remember the name of that. What was it, 2018 or 7? They're saying 2017. Let's see if Birth of the Dragon. Was that it? No. I don't think, yeah, maybe it was it. Birth of the Dragon. That was the last one that I saw. And some stupid little kid was running all through the theater, just going, ah, ah, ah. It was like, oh, God, Jesus. Anyway, I wanted to watch it anyway because I like Bruce Lee. I do like Bruce Lee movies. So I don't know what angle they could take on this that would make it any different other than the fact that you're getting his actual son to play him. Okay. Well, I guess the only other question is that accepted as neither fully American or fully Chinese, Bruce Lee was a bridge between East and West who introduced Chinese Kung Fu to the world. Yeah. Like he's got a very fascinating story for sure. The only other question is, does this Mason Lee have any credits, like acting credits? Wow, Mason looks just like young Bruce Lee. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see him. So yeah, people are saying that he like him. Let's just pull up his IMDb. Mason Lee. Does he have any acting credits? Okay, so he's got 20 credits there. Now this is the new IMDb layout. I don't like it. So he's got some credits there. Reclaim, Limbo, Addicts, Stand By Me. A lot of Chinese stuff. So okay, that's cool. I'm not familiar with any of these titles. So he does have some acting under his birth. The Birth of the Dragon, more likely. Okay, let's just see him. Let's just see if we can pull up a picture of him in an actual. Why would you put that on your IMDb page? You can't even see his face. He's Jesus, guys. And again, why would you? That's him in the foreground. What are you doing? Okay, so there he is. Finally, there's a good picture. Is that Chris Tucker? What the heck movie was that? Huh. All right. And okay, yes, Stephen. Was he in one of the Hangover movies? That's Galifianakis, right? Yeah, I could see him dressed up. He could play him. I think he could play him. Yeah, that movie was Billy Long Walk. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I could see that he can play him. I could see it. As I said, it really depends on the angle that they want to take. Because, as I said, he's got a very fascinating story. And I do like watching movies about him, for sure. There's something about his story, about Bruce Lee's story, and as tragic as it was, like his ending, there's something inspiring about it too, right? That makes you want to go out and train and stuff like that. He just had that aura about him. And that's why I dig him. That's why I dig Bruce Lee. What do you guys think about that? Set to play martial arts. Now, in the article there, I guess they're just getting off the ground here. It doesn't seem like it has a release date or time frame. Lee has been working quietly on this for a long time, including getting his son ready. Mason Lee has been training for this role for the past 3 years. Okay, so the past 3 years. Yeah, it doesn't say a target date in here unless I missed it. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time reading this stuff. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to this. Like Ang Lee. Why not? At least it just keeps us him in our brains, right? Because he impacted movies. He impacted martial arts for sure. Moving on. The Willow series dropped, guys. Did you watch it? It was like the first 2 episodes, right? Ron Howard, Willow team on rebooting the 80s film for a Disney Plus show. George Lucas had always believed it should be a series. Yeah, because George Lucas was behind this as well, right? So is this the cast of the new series? Cool. It's been a dream of George's and mine to do it as a show, Ron Howard said, who directed the original film, yes. As Disney Plus started to pick up momentum, I just felt like, let's build that vision. Okay. Now, I thought maybe we would do full live watch-alongs for this, but reacting to some of the early reactions, I don't know. Maybe I'll just watch it and I'll post like my review for it later on. But Warwick Davis is like, I was hoping that this would be well received for him because he's a good guy, and there he is with Ron Howard. Yeah, you hear good things about Warwick Davis, so I'll probably watch it just for him, right? I was very excited. I always had this in my mind, and Kathleen Kennedy sort of stabilized at Disney moving forward. Okay, but when we pull up the old tomato meter there, guys, 84 by the critics, 37 by the audience. It's kind of like, ooh. I like the trailers for it. I really did like the trailers for Willow. Um, I just, I guess I would have to go back and revisit the movie first before I went back and saw the series. Uh, I don't know if it's going to have the same kind of reactions and buzz that the Wednesday series is. Um, I don't know. Gives me pause because yeah, they're excited behind it. They're putting out their press now, streaming on Disney Plus. I don't know if it's. I haven't checked it yet to see if it's only dropped the first two, right? It's going to be a weekly series. Um, yeah, I'll just do a series review for it. Maybe I don't know if I don't know. And it's kind of it just bums me out a little bit that people aren't hyped about it. Because when people aren't hyped about it, then I'm just like everybody else, where it's kind of like, well, I'll put that on the back burner. Peripheral will come before I see Willow. Um, yeah, they concentrate a lot on lore and myth of Bruce Lee. This is looking promising. The martial arts world will have high expectations for Bruce Lee. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, guys, and just talking about being well received, Wednesday, we did a full live reaction for the Wednesday series here on the channel, and people are watching it. People are really digging it. Jenna Ortega knocks it out of the park. It's a lot of fun, guys. Go watch that series. Watch that watch along list. It's a playlist for you guys. On the weekends, we do the Horror Weekly Roundup, where we talk about all the big horror movie news headlines that drop during the week. And then, oh, hey. We just did a full live movie reaction for Godzilla vs. Kong. That was a lot of fun. That was really, really cool. It was a nice little watch along there that we did. And of course, we do movie news during the week, but we also do movie reviews, straight out of the theater reactions, trailer reactions. And I'm kind of enjoying doing the movie trailer reactions in the pre-show for this. The pre-show is just me getting the camera ready, setting up the OBS, and just warming up the vocals. And then a little behind the scenes stuff. I whip out the guitar, we just strum, get loose. Get ready to be on camera and be on point. Let's continue on with talking about TV series. The Last of Us comes out next year, guys, and we got some character posters to look at. Let's take a look at these. Yeah, because it's got Pedro Pascal as Joel. January 15th, and we probably will be doing live watch-alongs for this series because people really want to see this, man, including myself. Some character posters here. Let's take a look here. Bella Ramsey as Ellie, and I think this casting is going to be cool too because she was in Game of Thrones, right? So, we're in good hands with Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey as the two leads. And that trailer was, it was haunting. Very haunting. Okay, so Sarah, Riley, Storm Reed is Riley? Okay, yeah, I forgot that she was in this. We just saw a trailer for Storm Reed in that, she's going to be in like that horror movie Searching or whatever it was called, right? Where her parents go missing on a vacation and then she sees like one of them get kidnapped. Yeah, okay, I'll be looking forward to that. So she's got a big year coming up. Anna Tori or Toby, I don't know, as Tess. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to The Last of Us for sure. Nick Offerman as Bill. Okay. All right. Is that it? No? Henry? Last of Us? Sam? Oh, geez, how many of these are we going to get? Tommy? Yeah, I don't know. These are character posters, so I don't... These aren't really ones that you want to put up on your wall or anything. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you are a huge, diehard Last of Us fan. Maybe the Pedro Pascal one you put up. I like the lighting on him there. That's a good poster. HBO Max streaming January 15th, guys. Character posters for The Last of Us. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Where are we at here? We're at the Gerard Butler story, James. Okay. Yeah, Gerard Butler. Should be called All of Us. Big cast. Yeah, it is a big cast. Huge cast. Okay, so Gerard Butler had a Plane movie coming out called Plane. Gerard Butler action movie Plane gets release date changed after positive response to trailer. And yeah, I saw the trailer. He plays this pilot. I think it gets hit by some fire. I don't know if it was friendly fire or something. They go down for repairs, and it's in like a drug cartel's area of this jungle, and him and like he was transporting inmates or something like that. So it's kind of like a mix of like Con Air, mixed with what was it, All American or whatever, where they got to get the drugs out kind of thing. Sort of like that, but it's also a little bit Die Hard-ish with his character as he's the pilot that tries to save everybody. It was a good trailer for Plane, actually, if you ever saw it. But I guess it had some good response. Will now land in theaters earlier than expected, so they're moving it up. The action thriller, and he's been known to. He's a little bit like Liam Neeson, where he puts out these small action films every year, and some of them are hits, some of them are misses. But for the most part, I still like Gerard Butler as an action star. I do. So the original release date was January 27th, but it's now going to be January 13th. So not too much of just a couple of weeks there for Plane, and that'll be in theaters for Deadline in a recent trailer. So positive response. Yeah, people were talking about that. Let me see if I can pull up what that trailer has got for views. Inco check, no. What's the? I'm just trying to see Lionsgate. It's Lionsgate. So I'm going to go over to the Lionsgate YouTube channel and see if they got anything up there for trailers. Because I just want to make sure that I'm getting it from the source. I'm not going to try to pull it from the. I'm not going to try to get it from just one of those sites that. 4.5 million views in 1 month. Lionsgate's movies. So yeah, the reception to it has been fairly good. Coulter is always given a simple role, but he always adds his unique human touch each time, whether it's a Marvel hero, a priest, or a misunderstood fugitive. Yeah, and like he teams up with this fugitive guy, a little bit of fugitive, to help the people who crashed there get out of the situation from the producers of Angel Has Fallen. So yeah, it was a good trailer. Plane. They go down and then they got to team up. But he's like in a fugitive, right? So I'm thinking maybe they'll team up and then he'll let him go at the end. I think that's what'll happen. Kind of like that end episode of Mandalorian, where Bill Burr, they break him out and at the end of the episode they let him go. But they fight a cartel. But yeah, Gerard Butler, he can deliver the action. I think he can. So now, January 13th. Good. I'm always looking for good movies and see Gerard Butler as one of the actors. No second thoughts. I watch it right away. So yeah, that's the sentiment that I share with Gerard Butler for sure. Plane, move is up. Release date. Guys, if you've seen that trailer, it's actually not that bad. How many views did it get? 4.5 million views. That's fairly positive, I would say. Mike Coulter. Cool. All right, guys, let's move into a segment here that I call Hit or Miss Headlines. Hit or Miss Headlines, where we just talk about these headlines, and if it's worth talking about, we will actually talk about it. If it's not, we'll just move on. Things that just don't merit us really talking. Okay. Sorry, I almost broke my own ear doing that. Okay. Let's start. Things you missed in the new Super Mario Bros. Trailer. Yeah, that dropped this week too. We did a full live watch along on the channel, so maybe this is worth talking about. This will be a hit, right? Did we miss anything? Maybe some Easter eggs? I'm sure that it was full of it, for sure. Lots of Easter eggs. Kiddy Kong cameo on Rainbow Road. Yeah, when they're doing that Rainbow Road Mario Kart sequences, and we can see Donkey Kong there. Is that Peach right there? So Kiddy Kong, yeah, I'm sure there's lots of people here. Is that Kiddy Kong right there? Yeah, it is, right? And there's Toad. Yeah, I'm not sure there's lots of that stuff here. Maybe that, so this would be worth talking about, right? Mario and Luigi as plumbers. Did you miss that in the trailer, guys? No, that was fairly clear with this shot that they were plumbers. They come walking out of the one place and slap hands, high five each other. I don't think we missed that. Donkey Kong's design. I didn't miss that. What are you talking about? So maybe this article is a little bit of a miss. Raccoon Mario. No, I need a little bit of clarification here, guys. So I remember Raccoon Mario. It was the raccoon suit in Mario Bros. 3, right? It wasn't the Tanuki suit. So somewhere along the lines, it went from raccoon to Tanuki, right? So maybe they're just, it was Raccoon Mario. Because we saw that shot. And I love that shot. Raccoon flying form from Mario Bros. 3. Not the flying squirrel transformation. So it's not Tanuki. Yeah, you guys will have to clarify that for me. Fire Flower. Yeah, we've seen those. Princess Peach has one of those. A herd of Yoshis. Now, did we see that? A herd of Yoshis? But no green one. So we see the red. We see the pink. Is that a green one right there? Maybe. Yeah, Mario Spanner Twirl was a whole Persona Cries Plumber. Yeah. So we see a lot of the Yoshis in there. That's kind of cool. Yeah. I'm sure if you watch trailer breakdowns of it, you would have seen that. Classic Super Mario Bros. Minions. Yeah, with the Koopas. With the hats on and stuff. Mario isn't saving Princess Peach. Well, we don't know that. We see them together here. I thought that Bowser comes and she tries to fight him and then he kidnaps her and then he goes to save her. I'm sure it's gonna be somehow part of the plot. I don't think that's, I don't know. Cheap. Yeah. That's quite the shot. The 2D level, the bullet bills. Yeah. They got a lot of stuff really cool there. Princess Peach's castle. Anya Taylor-Joy's Princess Peach. I think that was pretty much a hit for the most part. It's got a few weird things in there in this article. But yeah, that's a hit. I'd say that's a hit. Raccoon Mario, he has a tail. Tanuki Mario, he's in the suit. Oh yeah, Raccoon Mario, he's just got the tail. That's right. So what the heck is this article talking about? Tanuki. So this is Tanuki, right? What the heck is this article talking about? Mario requires a special tail attack and the ability to glide through the air for short distances. Let me see if I can pull that up, because now I'm curious. Now I got to figure this out. Yeah, that is Tanuki Mario, because you see him in there. There's a form of Mario and Luigi first appeared in Super Mario Bros. Well, yeah, we don't need to know that. The raccoon one just had when he was yeah, you just had the tail. That's right. Okay. All right. Oh well, whatever. That was a hit because we ended up talking about it. What's next on the hit or miss? Emancipation Review. Will Smith leads Antoine Fuqua's propulsive but shallow slave drama. Guys, you know how I am about Will Smith. I'm not really too keen on. I wish they pushed this movie a year. I really do. Emancipation. Shallow. See what the tomato meter on it says. 58% by the critics. Here's I was looking at it. It looks like it's a black and white movie. But it's not a black and white movie. They just, Antoine Fuqua just washed out the color from everything. So it just, for me, I like, you can see there that there is color in it. It was just drab. Like, it's all washed grays and browns. The color palette. It was intentional that it was an artistic choice. But it's just, that's kind of a miss. I'm not, people aren't talking about it. It's going to be on Apple TV Plus, guys. That's a miss headline for me, Emancipation. I know he's out doing his press tour right now. And people are talking about Will Smith and him apologizing and stuff. I'm just kind of like, I'm not ready for him to be back. I wish they pushed it a year. Byford the Hobbit says, I'm going to see Emancipation for Antoine Fuqua and not Will Smith. I would see it for Antoine Fuqua, and I would see it for Foster.
We must get to Baton Rouge through this swamp.
Yeah, Foster. There, Ben Foster. He's good. He's really good. And there's some audio coming through here, guys. I don't know where this audio is coming through. Okay, it's not coming from that trailer. Where the heck is this audio coming from? All right. I don't know where it's coming from. I just muted it. Anyway, that's a miss. Yeah, sadly. Danny Masterson's trial, hopelessly deadlocked. That's a miss. I don't really care about this. It's splashed all over the big trades today, too. He was the guy from the 70s show. He's a Scientology kind of guy. That's a miss. I don't care about that stuff. I mean, I care about the potential victims. It's just... when they splash it all over the pages, I don't really like to talk about it too much. Power Rangers star Jason David Frank, cause of death revealed. It was a suicide. It was suicide, guys. He was a Power Ranger, the Green Ranger, and his family. If you go on to read that, his family just said, "Please, guys, give us time to grieve. Give us time." Before you get into it all and stuff like that. So I'm going to respect that. I'll respect the family's wishes by saying, let them have their time to mourn kind of thing. But now you know why or how he died. And that's all over the trades today too. That's all over the trades. Okay, guys, that's it for hit or miss. That's all that I have pulled. Maybe we can just do a quick glance at some Joe Blow. Maybe we can do that for, yeah, we'll wrap up the hit or miss with that. Looking at some of the headlines here. 4-hour cut of Elvis? Oh, yeah, we heard that the other day in the Twitter roundup, right? Where it would be just more concert footage stuff that they would add in. Kilmer had planned to be in Willow, but of course, he's got the neck problem, the cancer, right? Flesh Eater, no. 12 Slays of Christmas trailer. So maybe we'll look at that at the Horror Weekly Roundup. Yeah, I don't see many headlines on here. James Cameron has plans for Avatar 6 and 7. Depends on how well Avatar Way of Water performs. It really does. Cameron, yeah, that's his life. That's what he wants to make these movies, guys. Robert De Niro to star in limited series Zero Day. Okay. Andor almost dropped the first F-bomb in Star Wars franchise. Really? There's been a couple times in Andor where an F-bomb would have been appropriate. I think so. Yeah. A couple times, especially during the jailbreak, for sure. Bed Rest trailer, Melissa Barrera. We talked about that last week in the Horror Roundup. And Troll, Roar Utog creature feature gets a new poster before that released today, right, guys? Troll. I would love to watch it with you guys today. Maybe we'll watch it on Saturday. Yeah, that's what we'll watch on Saturday. We'll do the horror movie news show on 11 a.m. on Saturday, and then we'll watch Troll at 1 p.m. on Saturday. I can see that happening. Now it'll be, what is it, Norwegian? Or is it Swedish? I can't remember which one. Or, yeah. But we'll watch the dubbed version with subtitles anyway. Actually, if we're watching with subtitles, I may just watch it in its original language. But it's, yeah, Troll, a kaiju movie. I hear good things. I want to watch it, man. That's a hit trailer. That's a hit headline. Yeah, I want to check that out. I think that's all for hit or miss, guys. Yeah, I can't keep on clicking on stuff like that. Bruce Lee, we know about Tulsa King season 2. They're already planning Tulsa King season 2. I don't have Paramount Plus. Cocaine Bear. Yeah, we talked about that. Last of Us character posters. Mario Bros. Character posters we saw the other day. Nicolas Cage says Osgood Perkins' horror film is about a possessed doll maker. Long legs. Okay. Yeah, we heard that he's going to be in that horror movie, and we'll save that for the Horror Weekly Roundup. Let me just make sure I get that. We'll talk about that on the Horror Weekly Roundup. Nicolas Cage was going to be about a doll maker, possessed doll maker. Fascinating. Rob Zombie shares an image from alternate ending for House of a Thousand Corpses. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that on the Horror Weekly Roundup. House of a Thousand Corpses had potential, but it was just a little too much like... it was obviously a homage to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't know. We'll have to wait. We'll have to see. I can't wait till Saturday for Troll. It's Norwegian. Okay. Yeah. Or maybe tomorrow we'll do it. I don't know. It's just today. Actually, tomorrow I wanted to do RRR. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. It just feels like it's better suited for Saturday when we're doing horror genre stuff anyway. All right, that's it for Hit or Miss. Let's talk about Violent Night. Violent Night is coming out today, guys. I'm seeing it at 5 p.m. today. So around, well, actually, I got something I have to do right after that. So probably around 10 p.m. tonight or so, you'll get my straight out of the theater reaction for Violent Night. It's sitting at a 70% right now. I don't care about... See, now this is the kind of movie where you don't really care about what people are saying about it. You know what you're buying in the trailers. Like, he's the Santa Claus. It's going to be that kind of schlocky, kind of black comedy thing going on. John Leguizamo is the bad guy. We'll take a look at some of the snapshot reviews tomorrow. We'll just take a quick ones here from a good one. Enough thrills and spills to rise above the derivative nature. Okay, good. NYC Movie Guru says, unfunny, tedious, and exhausting. It's not nearly as bold, funny, or witty as Bad Santa. Okay, so he's trying to make a comparison to Bad Santa. Ooh, it's about Santa, so it's not for kids, so it's got to be compared to Bad Santa. Well, no, it doesn't necessarily always have to be. I think David Harbour has got enough charm in the trailer that he won me over, and I'm going to see that 5 p.m. tonight, guys. I'll be checking out Violent Night, so pay attention to the channel for that. Yeah. Oh, you're interested about the RRR trailer or movie reaction? I think I'm gonna split that into two. We'll watch the first half here on this channel, and then we'll watch the second half on Mirror Domains India. And I'm gonna try to set the groundwork to get that channel up and running again. And hopefully we'll get no copyright strikes for watching trailers. All right. That's all I got for the show today, guys. But we are going to go on. I'm just loading up the Twitter page. There was supposed to be a rumored trailer out for Transformers Rise of the Beasts later on today. Rise of the Beasts trailer that was rumored. That movie, Rise of the Beasts, comes out next year, right? June 9th. And it's going to be directed by the guy who did Creed 2. And they go back in time or something. It's going to have Peter Cullen back as Optimus Prime, but he's going to be handing it off once he goes into Primal. Optimus Primal is going to be Ron Perlman. Michelle Yeoh is going to be in it. So, as one of the voices. So, looks like we're going to get some Gen 1 Transformers action in this. Now, of course, they go back in time and he becomes a gorilla, right? And Megatron becomes T-Rex. Rise of the Beasts trailer, potentially today, from what I've heard. Potentially. Okay. Let me just see if I'm... This time I'll pull up the Twitter. I accidentally screwed that up last time. So, yeah, we'll round out the show. We've been going for 55 minutes, which is usually our normal time. And I'll see if I missed any big news headlines. I don't think I did. So there you go. Pull up the Twitter. All right, I was going to look at the Facebook page for this too. What is this? They just post a picture with nothing. That's, is this Little Women? This is from Little Women. Why did you post this? That's Saoirse Ronan, Emma Watson, Florence Pugh. Great cast. I don't know why you posted that, though. Okay, and that was a few years ago. New poster for You. TV series stuff. Lots of TV stuff here. A Wounded Fawn. Okay. Travis Stevens, A Wounded Fawn, is now streaming on Shudder. Is this a horror movie? Well, if it's horror, we got to check this out. Oh yeah, it is. Look at the middle of the poster. What is that? What's that thing? It looks like maybe it has to deal with A Wounded Fawn. Let's pull that up in the old IMDb since I'm here. Wounded Fawn is on Shudder. Let's see what the synopsis for this reads. A serial killer brings an unsuspecting new victim on a weekend getaway to add another body to his overgrowing count. She's burying into his faux charms, and he's eagerly lusting for blood. What could possibly go wrong? There's a trailer for it. Maybe we'll watch this on the Horror Weekly Roundup. Yep, let's save that. So we're getting some stuff we can talk about on the weekend, guys. We'll watch the trailer on the weekend, too. All right. That's going to be on Shudder. Logan Lerman. Leo Woodall. I don't even know who these people are. Why are we photographing them? Okay. A documentary about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle is in the works at Netflix. Yeah, we heard about that. We talked about that already. Gossip Girl. X wins Best Horror Film at SC Awards. Oh, yeah, the SC Awards. I think we talked about that yesterday, too, right? Robert De Niro in Netflix political thriller. 0 Day from Narcos showrunner. You know, De Niro is into politics. He follows what's going on in the States and stuff, but he's on the left side of things. And if that kind of rubs you the wrong way, then that may not work for you. Lashana Lynch. She was in Woman King, right? Sheila Atom, and was she also in Woman King? Is this all about Woman King? John Boyega, he was in Woman King. Must be about the Woman King, right, James? Viola Davis was the lead in that, yeah. The Woman King for the rap. Netflix CEO, co-CEO Reed Hastings says limited theatrical release of Glass Onion was only a tool, so people would watch it on Netflix. Only a tool. It's a promotional tactic for streaming service. We are not trying to build a theatrical business. Well, I don't agree with that, man. I think you should. A theatrical business is where all the cheddar really gets. Why would you turn your back on making $100 million? Why would you turn your back on that? And that's exactly what Glass Onion could make it in the box office. You just want to direct that to Netflix as subscribers? Why would you turn your back on that? If you put it out in at least 45 days in the theaters, it would still make money on Netflix. People would still go to see it, and we're going to do a full live watch along. I don't agree with that approach at all. Sanguine. Reed Hastings, co-CEO, agrees Glass Onion has left a lot of money on the table. Yeah. And here's what needs to happen from that. Here's your wrist, and here's me saying, no, don't do that. You're gonna lose money doing that. And how many times are you gonna have to put your hand in the fire and say no to making money before you realize that, yes, you should be trying to get some of the theatrical business that Netflix, because that's where you can make the money, guys. I'm serious. I just don't understand this mentality. You're old, you got gray hair, you're a bum. Get out of my face. Yeah. Co-CEO. LOA, nice way to save face. It was on purpose. Just admit you made a mistake and underestimated the movie. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, too. Not all Netflix movies are meant for the theater. But Rian Johnson is a big name. The cast is big. Everybody liked the first Knives Out, which started off as a theater movie. So people expected it to be in theaters. I'm saying it's not going to work for every theatrical movie. But at least with this specific Knives Out situation, I would have kept it in theaters and kept on getting in that money. That's the way I would have done. Why not? I don't understand how a company who makes movies is so anti-movie theater. If people see it in a movie theater, yeah, the money still goes to you guys, Netflix. The cut of that still goes to you. Know that the only place they can eventually watch and rewatch it is on Netflix, so they will get Netflix. It's bad business not to want to show your to show your 200 million movie in theaters. Yeah, totally agree. Netflix shareholders should push back against Hastings losing money for them. Well, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's losing money. This, with his illogical anti-cinema vendetta, I'd be kind of like, it's exactly. Yeah, I'm just dumbfounded. I'm in shock and awe of that. Not trying to build a theatrical business. Well, you don't have to. Well. It's just weird. Yeah, a lot, and they recognize that they left a lot of money on the table, and that's just. Netflix needs to get more repeat viewings of Glass Onion. Plus, they don't have a share of the profit pie when they are at the theaters. Yeah, they do. They should. General Ortega, photographed by. Yeah, we just watched, and we're gonna do a short. We're gonna do a short of Wednesday today on the channel. That'll produce and get out later today. Yeah, this was for one of the premieres, right? Very talented, Jenna Ortega. Bruce Lee biopic, we talked about that. We talked about Cocaine Bear. We've seen the character posters, and I think that's the Lindsay Lohan story that we saw yesterday. So that rounds us out, guys. It's just over an hour today. Enjoy your lunch, and I'll enjoy my breakfast. And pay attention later on today for my straight out of the theater reaction for Violent Night. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll let you guys know what movies we're going to be doing full live watch-alongs for sure. I do want to hit RRR this week, and I do want to hit Troll. So we got lots to do. I'm going to be busy for the rest of the day here, though. It's just a busy time of year. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow for more movie news headlines and potentially RRR Part 1 and 2 tomorrow all afternoon. We'll see. I'll see how I can fit it in. We may do Part 1 in the morning tomorrow, and then do the new show, and then do Part 2 in the afternoon. We'll see. I'll figure it out. See you next time on Mirror